morning, YouTube. Yesterday we had a big job with the Grove, full counterweight, and today we have another big job with the Grove, full counterweight. Here is the equipment that we will be using today. All this just to cut down one tree, but it's a big one. And the Grove, of course. All right, off to the job. I'll show you the tree when we get there. Today's tree is a beast of a maple. As far as silver maples go in the Madison area, I'd say this is probably this is about as big as they get, huh?
Pretty much, before they end up on a house, yeah.
Yep. In fact, this one's a little bit different structure because it's more kind of straight up and down. Usually these things branch out at like the 3 or 4 foot mark. So this might even be bigger than the ones.
Still 100 feet wide.
Yeah. You might ask, well, what crane are they going to use today? And for today's job, we decided to use the Grove, and there's a couple reasons. Number one, this is the neighbor's driveway, so pulling the Merlot in here, you're kind of asking a big favor to do that. And then once you get to the big wood section, you're going to have to set all the big wood pieces on their driveway, and I don't even want to have to deal with all that. We're going to have full counterweight today, 57,000 pounds of counterweight. And we're gonna start out with 170 foot of boom. Want to show them the rotten spot?
Yeah, this tree's full of holes. Zach is on squirrel lookout today because I'm sure there's gonna be a few in there. Yeah, I got this big rotten spot down here.
And I think,
Zach, maybe you can zoom in on the deceased resident in there.
Yeah, there's actually a dead raccoon in the hole. I don't know how that happened, but
Another dead raccoon didn't make it through the winter, I guess, but that works for me because I'd rather not evict him while he's still alive.
I got a little pointer here. If you check this out right here, there's a crack starting right here. So between the rotten spot and the crack, and then the entire weight of this tree, I mean, if you look straight up, there's nothing going this way. The entire tree is leaning over their house. Oh yeah, should we talk about how many picks?
Yeah, I didn't count yet.
I'm thinking like 11 or 12 picks.
Yep.
Is that kind of what you're thinking?
Yeah, I mean, even that one is it's so tall that laying that down, I mean, the tips are literally gonna be like here.
Oh yeah. We got some steel plates laid down just on the side that we're picking over. We thought that there was gonna be an issue with the street trees, you know? But it all just worked out. We were able to get the counterweights off the trailer and everything, no problems. We'll just say it's 10:47 right now, but we'll just say it's 11, 12, 1, 2, 3.
Final cut by 3:45.
Final cut by 3. I'm gonna say 3:30.
3:30.
All right, let's get started. We're about to do our first pick here in this monster maple. To give you an idea how big it is, I'm gonna zoom in on Spencer. Give us a little wave, Spencer. This is a very big tree. Spencer says it's effing huge. So yeah, I'm guessing it's a pretty big tree. So we're at a 78 foot radius, perfectly level there. We're gonna be good for 12,470 pounds. And we've already got this one pre-tensioned to 5,300. My guess is we're taking this whole piece here, and I'm gonna guess it weighs 6,500 pounds. Here we go. It doesn't get much better than that.
Beauty. Which one are we doing next? This middle one?
Yeah, we gotta do not this one that's coming out towards the crane, but the one that goes straight up.
This one?
Yeah.
I think that's the best one next.
Okay. This piece came off at 4,900, which is actually way less than what I was thinking. Wow. Now that we've picked one and it's only 4,900, I'm like, let's go bigger. Oh, we would have been so disappointed if we would have taken that in half. We would have been like so mad at ourselves. Oh my gosh. I'm really liking the landing zone, Spencer. once you do tree work like this, you don't really want to do it any other way.
Like uprighting 80,000 pounds of pizza on a bridge in a tractor trailer that you have to support and make sure it comes down to the ground in one whole piece.
All right, we're on pick number 3. The radius is kind of staying the same here, 73 feet. And we're taking this part right here. Here we go.
Oh yeah. This piece is 3,400 pounds. These are coming in a little bit lighter than we think, but we're good for 14,000, so well within the comfort zone here.
Feel very good?
Yeah, it's taking a little longer. We're just setting up this rope because on these horizontal ones, it's easy for that butt to want to drift. So we're almost ready. There it is. Oh yeah. Nice.
Be careful with your tie-in point, okay?
Yep.
I don't know if the blue rope even did anything, but it sure made me feel better. Yeah, that little 14 footer is doing a lot right now.
Beautiful. Just did the big one over the house. There's a big hole on there, and it's rotten. It's like 50% rotten, so this is a sketchy tree.
All right, this one ended up weighing in at 3,400 pounds, and we're about an 80-foot radius. Spencer said that when he cut through that limb was completely rotten, and that was the one limb that was hanging over the house. So I think it's a good thing they're cutting this tree down.
Good luck a little bit.
They came off perfect, and you're like, yeah, I don't usually do that good though. Every piece after that, perfect.
I mean, honestly, they're so big that it is kind of easy.
Don't sell yourself short. Just because it's easy to you doesn't mean it's easy to everyone. Alrighty, we're at a 98-foot radius. This piece weighed in at 2,800 pounds, and we're good for 9,000. It's a beautiful day here in Wisconsin. There is no wind at all. It's perfectly calm. It's an amazing day for crane work, that's for sure.
Actually, I might need a bigger saw. Yeah, I'll probably use the West Coast saw for the next two.
All right, this is going to be the last brush pick of the day here. And I think it might also be big pick of the day and farthest radius. So we're at 98-foot radius. We're going to be good for 10,000 pounds. I'm guessing that this piece might weigh up to 5,500 pounds. So we're taking this whole thing in one cut. I also forgot to mention something very cool happened yesterday and today. We got the scooter out for the first time, which means it's officially scooter season. Perfect for grabbing coffees and lunch for the crew. Just taking a little lunch break here with the boys. Felipe's always the first one done. This kid is hungry. And of course, Mocha. Making pretty good progress on the tree. We've only got one brush pick left here. Looks like one brush pick, 1, 2, 3 wood picks, 4 picks left, and we'll be done with this project. Might even be home in time to go for a little flight.
Cable up, get this thing out of here a little bit.
And this piece comes weighing in at 4,900 pounds. And that's as big as a tree right there. And the ground is all clean.
This one next then?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
What's that weight?
Probably
3?
between 25 and 3, something like that.
I've got, 2,100. I've got 2,100 on it. Should be okay.
Nice.
And that's only 2,500.
This thing's like totally rotten down here. It's lucky this didn't fall in your house at some point, seriously.
All right, we're on to the last cut. The homeowner is actually wanting the trunk to be left like 4 or 5 feet tall, and he wants all those little sprouts around the tree as well. So, last cut of the day here is going to be the heaviest for sure. We're at a 87-foot radius. We're good for 11,600 with the ball and cable. I was trying to figure out earlier if I would have just brought partial counterweight, we'd only be good for 9,000 right now. And because we brought full counterweight, we're good for 11,600. So another 2,600 pounds, which we may need for this cut. Hopefully the 36-inch bar is long enough, because we forgot to bring our 60-inch bar today.
I think you can come in from that side, but you'll need to pound the wedge for yourself too. It's got to be hit that way now. So I'm running out of room here. So quick overview here.
that piece ended up weighing 6,500 pounds, and we were good for, I think, 11,000. So if we would have had partial counterweight, we would have only been good for 8,000. It might have worked, but we were able to cut this whole tree down with 170 foot of boom, which was super nice. But yeah, there's the pieces. So we got the tree all cut down here. We actually left this little bit of sucker growth because it will probably still leaf out, and they wanted a little natural fence between between this house and the neighbor's house, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This tree has been, like, we bought this house 9 years ago, and we knew this maple was on its way out. Savored it and loved it. And we've harvested some critters that shouldn't be in here maybe. But when it came time this year to bring it down, we talked to a bunch of people that we know that do trees, and there's only one person that would even begin to touch a 100-year-old maple.
Who's that?
This big. Who's this big? This guy reonrounds. This guy reonrounds. Yeah, painful to see it go, but it was a great process, and I hate to see the tree go, but
sometimes you just got to do what's best for the house.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and this guy.
Actually, we should tell him the story. So I've been doing tree work for 20 years, and there was a house only maybe one block away.
Where
it was the little red house. The tree fell on the house. And it completely totaled the house. The tree fell on the house. It collapsed the whole house.
Yep.
And he had to just they didn't even have to tear it down. It was already torn down.
It almost killed it.
Yeah, the tree almost killed
missed
the
it
guy.
by like millimeters.
And the insurance company actually built him a whole brand new house. Maybe I'll show you guys that house when I drive by it in the crane. But yeah, so we cut this thing down before that happened.
And Spencer, for monumental sakes, we probably will never burn that. We'll move that into the backyard and just keep it as part of this 100-year-old maple that has been here forever and ever and ever. But we knew at some point it had to come down.
When the first piece came off, and you were like, "Wow, that was really smooth," and Spencer said, "Well, they're not always that smooth." But then every other piece after that was still smooth. Where you're like, "Yeah, he's a bull."
Yeah, this guy. This guy can rig and film at the same time.
Yep.
You guys did a great job. Thank you very, very, very much to reonrounds and all the crew that brought this thing down.
Thank you for letting us do it. We appreciate the work.
Worth everything to end up with a street of clearness.
Yep. There's nothing to clean up now.
Nothing to clean up. It was all done.